Toni Morrison, Childhood. Toni Morrison is the first African-American woman to win the Nobel Prize for Literature. She is best known for her novels focusing on intimate relationships, especially between men and women. These stories are set against the backdrop of African-American culture. Birth and family history. Toni Morrison was born Chloe Anthony Wofford in Lorain, Ohio, on February 18, 1931. She was the second of 4 children born to Rama and George Wofford. Her mother's parents, Ardelia and John Solomon Willis, had left Greenville, Alabama, around 1910 after they lost their farm because of debts that they could not repay. Morrison's father's family left Georgia and moved north to escape sharecropping, a system of farming in which a farmer works on someone else's land and pays the owner's share of the crop, and violence against African Americans in the South. Both families settled in the steel mill town of Lorain on Lake Erie. Morrison grew up during the Greatest Depression in the 1930s, a time of severe economic hardship. Her father supported the family by working 3 jobs for 17 years. Folklore, music, and history. Morrison's childhood was filled with African-American folklore, music, rituals, and myths. Her family was, as Morrison says, intimate with the supernatural and frequently used visions and signs to predict the future. Storytelling was an important part of life in the Wofford family, and both the children and the adults would share stories with one another. Morrison sees her writing functioning much like storytelling did in the past. It reminds people about their heritage and shows them the place in the community. She has said that she uses her childhood memories to help her start writing. Her real-life world, therefore, is often included in her novels. Morrison, the first African-American woman to win the Nobel Prize in Literature, says writing provides a big protection from her thoughts. Her latest novel, God Help the Child, follows an African-American woman who has no idea why she has given birth to such a dark-skinned baby. The mother, named Sweetness, is embarrassed by her daughter's darkness and wants to distance herself. The daughter, meanwhile, is scared by not having her mother's love. Morrison says she wanted to separate color from race in her latest creation.